We're diving deep. You already know I'm diving deep. And in essence, that means we are diving deep together. Today, we're talking about quadratic equations, honoring Libra energy, of course. Let me go ahead and draw my Libra sign here. So, we're honoring Libran energy, okay? I told you on the last video that I had a quiz coming up on like quadratic equations and polynomials. And I wanted to come back through and just teach you a very easy method that I learned on how to solve quadratic equation. I mean, this is so easy. All of us can do it. I mean, all of us. So there are 3 methods that you can use in order to solve a quadratic equation that are very popular. So let me rephrase that. There are more than 3 methods. There are many, many methods that you can use to solve a quadratic equation. Yet there are 3 main methods that are taught and that are used, which are factorization, using the quadratic formula, which looks like this. This right here is the quadratic formula. It's this ax plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is the quadratic formula right here. And also, you can use the method of completing the square. Today, we're going to be focusing on factorization. This is so easy. This is so easy that I feel even I feel confident enough to teach it to somebody else. And then I'm going to tie this, of course, to metaphysics and into the craft, okay? So just stick around, stay tuned. This is going to help you for anybody who's been intimidated by math, or for anyone who's ever felt like you couldn't understand the language of mathematics, because mathematics is a language. But instead of using words, we're using numbers. I'm going to show you a cheat code right here that I learned, and I'm going to share it with you, okay? So I'm going to give you a problem right here. This is a polynomial, or all quadratic equations are polynomials, just to make sure that that's very clear. So let me just give you a math equation right here. We're going to do x squared. That's a wild looking 2. Let me fix that. Feel like I'm teaching Khan Academy right now. I don't know what's going on. X squared. Okay. Minus 7x minus 18 equals 0. Now, when I first started seeing math equations like this, I'm like, what in the entire, okay, fill in the blank. And I'm sitting up here like, Goddess, I quit. But because I desire to get my accounting degree and then move on and to get my certified public accounting degree, like certification, there is no quitting. I'm just going to have to keep on moving forward and figure out how to understand these mathematical equations. So how do we solve this problem? Using factoring. It's very simple. We're going to key into this number right here, the number 18. And we're going to figure out what products can we use to multiply and get the number 18. But we can also add to get the number 7. So right now I'm about to factor this out. Of course, 18 equals 9 times 2, right? And then 9 times 2 equals what? 7, which is exactly what we need, right? We need the products for the number 18, which is 9 times 2, to equal 7. 9 minus 2 equals 7. So actually, we already done solved the equation. I told you in a previous video that for all not polynomial, but quadratic equations, the square root is always going to be 2. meaning the degree of the problem is always going to be 2, which means that the number of possible solutions is going to be 2. So our 2 possible solutions to solve this quadratic equation is 9 and the number 2. So in order to answer this, we're going to come up here and we need a -7 as our answer, right? So our answer is going to be x equals negative believe my last, because we got to do some flipping around. X equals 9 and x equals -2. So when we get the 2 factors here, the 9, because it's the higher number, is going to become -9. And then the 2 gets to remain +2. But when we're getting ready to write down the answer, like to give to our professor or to answer the test, we're going to have to flip this negative into a positive. And then we got to flip this positive into the negative. So as long as you can get to here, where I just put a square around, and you can remember to flip it up here, you got the right answer. This is the answer right here. So x squared minus 7x minus 18 equals 0. And we use factoring right here. Now, how on earth is this quadratic equation linking to Libran energy? My. Okay. So the way that quadratic equations and all of these different equations are balancing out to Libran energy is because, as you can see, we took in consideration all of the figures that were represented in this mathematical equation. And then, of course, the main purpose is that if we were to plug these numbers in, these solutions in, so where this x squared and this x is, our answer is going to equal to 0. So that means that the solutions that we came up with balances this equation and makes it true, meaning that everything that's over here to the left of the equation, which is this equal sign, this is what turns it into an equation right here, this equal sign. So everything to the left of this equation, once we're able to set it to 0, it makes this math problem a true statement. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I'm saying that we already know that the answer has to equal 0. We know our answer must equal 0. So now what we need to figure out is how to get all of this over here to balance out to 0. Bring it down to the metaphysical. Or should I say bring it up to the metaphysical? What do I mean? I mean that if you know magicians, alchemists, witches, wise ones, if you know what you want your outcome to be, in this example that I'm showing you with these quadratic equations, and thank you for sticking with me thus far. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that this is piquing your interest to learn something outside of the metaphysical and occult sciences. Yes, I'm a lover of the occult sciences. Yes, I'm a lover of the metaphysical, sciences. But what I'm saying is that we also need to make sure that we're able to use these sciences in real life, make it concrete, and pull it down into this earth plane, right? So that we can become masters of this earth plane. So let's go back. If you know what you want your outcome to be, let me go to another page. Right page. How does this apply to metaphysics? Okay, if you know what you would like your outcome to be, then solve for X, which is our variable. What does that mean, wise ones? So let's say you desire to earn a certain salary. You desire to bring home 75K annually. Set this up as an equation. Now we need to figure out, we already know what our answer is. The answer is we want 75K annually. This right here is our solution. You understand? Solution, 75K annually. Now we need to figure out what variables it will take in order to get to this 75K annually, making this a balanced equation. Ooh, that was sloppy. Making this a balanced equation, thus producing results. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? See, mathematics, what I've learned is that mathematics is actually an abstract science. This is why, in my opinion, you can take many different methods to get to the same answer. And quite frankly, me personally, I don't give a damn what method you use, as long as you get to the right answer. And a lot of times, once you start becoming proficient in mathematics, a lot of us are able to do these equations in our heads, right? Without writing out the problem. And sometimes it slows us down. Ooh, this is sloppy. Sometimes it slows us down when we try to explain how we came up with the answer that we came up with, because it's abstract, and it's like trying to bring your abstract formula, your abstract method into the concrete reality in order to explain it to someone else. So right here, what I just broke out to you is very abstract. That's why I started off showing you how to solve a quadratic equation using factoring, so that I can show you that our goal is to make the statement on both sides of the equation true, which is balancing it out and giving us this Libran energy. And then I was showing for all of my alchemists and scientists and magicians and wise ones that understanding what your solution is, you already got half of the equation down. Now what we're wanting to do is to figure out what variables do we need to do or to put into place or to set into motion in order to get the results, which is the solution to which we are seeking. Are y'all understanding? maybe watch this video again. I'm probably going to watch this video again as well because I just captured it and reported it as it came to me on the spot. I took what was in my abstract mind and brought it down concrete and even wrote it out. Signing in, out, above, beyond, below, beneath, underground, all around, uptown, downtown, midtown, here, there, anywhere, everywhere, nowhere, past, present, future, now, out.